Teen alcohol use kills 4,700 people each year. That's more than all legal drugs combined. Drinking seems to always find its way into a teenager's life, whether we're exposed to it by others or if we're consuming it ourselves. We aren't strangers to this lifestyle, and when mixed with driving, the ending could be fatal. Not only is drinking and driving against the law, it's among the most dangerous things you could do. Alcohol inhibits your ability to think clearly, which negatively impacts your ability to pay attention and make safe driving choices. You aren't only risking your life, you're also risking the many others who are on the road as well. According to the National Council on Alcoholism and Drug Dependence, car crashes are the leading cause of death for teens. And did you know about a quarter of those crashes involve an underage drinking driver? For many teens, being able to drink alcohol seems to symbolize the fact that we're growing up. It's either for the peer pressure we endure or because it seems cool. I myself have been faced with many situations where a drink will be involved. Unfortunately, that started before I was barely 15. Now, it's always exciting when you first get your license and your parents let you take the car out on your own. But with this comes great responsibility. And while some of us can handle this just fine, others can't and end up in accidents because the driver was impaired by alcohol. Imagine having to say goodbye to a best friend or a family member. Imagine waking up to find out that you killed someone because you drove while being intoxicated. Nothing good ever comes from drinking, and nothing good ever comes from drinking and driving. We hear about those little but bearable effects of drinking, like losing those few brain cells, not remembering last night's events, and that dreaded but faithful hangover. But do we really know how much harm alcohol has to our bodies? The National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism takes into account how alcohol affects each of our major body organs, like our brain, heart, liver, and many more. When drinking, the brain's communication pathways get slowed down, making it harder to think clearly and move with coordination. Drinking too much at one time can also damage your heart, causing problems like a stroke, heart arrhythmias, and high blood pressure. Steatosis, fibrosis, and cirrhosis are all liver diseases caused from drinking. These complications can be fatal if not seriously taken care of. I'm not a saint. I'm a teenager too. I've been to parties, I've drank before, I know how it is. But I've never been so inconsiderate or irresponsible to even consider putting myself or others at risk by drunk driving. It's sad to say that I have people in my life who do this. Oh, I've only had one beer, I'm fine. I can drive drunk, I swear. These are the things I've heard just last week. It's amazing how careless and selfish we can be as teenagers to not even realize we aren't the only ones out on the road. Could you live with yourself knowing you just killed a mother and her 2-year-old daughter? I personally don't believe it's possible to stop teenagers from drinking. Let's face it, we're pretty defiant and crafty kids, but I do believe it's possible to prevent the driving aspect. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says that there should be a legal drinking age, which is 21, have a zero tolerance law making it illegal for those under 21 to drive after drinking, up our graduated licensing system, and have better parental involvement. But I think it goes far beyond that. I think the best way to help the situation is to raise awareness and provide safer ways for us to get home. Teenagers don't do well with rules and laws. If we raise awareness ourselves, I feel like we will be able to reach each other better. It starts and ends with us. We can choose to never drink and drive, and not get in a car with someone else who has drunk driven. We need to get a grip on this issue. Drinking and driving is a selfish act. As teenagers, we think we're invincible and can do whatever without repercussions. That's fine if you don't care about your life, but you shouldn't be the one determining if someone else's life should end as a result of your carelessness. Be smart and be aware that there's other lives out there on the road. It isn't just you that you're looking out for anymore. It's the others as well.